you always wanted to play some cool rock songs on the guitar and thought they were out of your reach? In this video, I'm going to show you just how good you can sound by learning a handful of open chords, some easy strum patterns, and some great sounding licks. These are the top 4 rock songs for beginners. Welcome back to Relax and Learn Guitar. I'm Kevin, and this is Maggie May. It's easier for us to give her treats, so she is a good girl while we're recording. My wife Vicky's behind the camera.
Hello.
Let's get started with the video. Let's start with those easy open chords. The first song up is A Little Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton. I love this one for beginners. We've got a G chord, a C chord, a D chord, and an E minor chord. And for 3 more awesome rock songs to learn on the guitar, complete with the tablature and the chord charts, check out the link in the description below for that free resource. And the good news is with these chords, many of these will be used throughout the other songs here in this video as well. So some good news there. These chords go a long, long way. We're going to also be doing just one strum pattern for this whole song, and it's going to go like this. It's a down, down, up, down, up. Nice and steady. This first song is a nice slow pace song. The way we count that is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just one strum pattern for each of these chords. So follow along with the chords and the lyrics here. This is not relax and learn how to sing, although I do like playing the guitar and singing at the same time to get the point across to you. But when I sing this song, it gets claimed. So I'm going to play it and just kind of call out the chords and the strum patterns for you. Okay? We're going to start here on this G with one strum pattern. It's laid in the D, C, wondering what D to wear. Repeat that. G one time, D one time, C one time, D one time, then a C, a D, then a G, to E minor, then a C, you look D, tonight. Okay, I lied a little bit. There is 2 strum patterns on that G that ends each verse. So pretty straightforward. Let me show you the cool little walk down. You can learn your first walk down here. It's the do I look all right part. We're walking down. That just means you're going down from a G down to an E minor. The way we're going to do that is we're going to start with this G chord. You're going to play the bass note of that chord, which is the 6th string. Play that one time, and then a down up. You're going to lift up your index and your middle finger, put your index finger back down on the 6th string 2nd fret, and you can go ahead and mute that 5th string with like the fat part of your index finger here, and do another bass down up, and then to the E minor for the usual strum pattern. Then finish off with that C, D, and G 2 times. We'd appreciate it if you like this video to click that like button. It'll help it reach more people here on YouTube and would mean the world to us. Now let me also show you a very cool lick that you can do. Sounds good on acoustic or electric, and we're going to be playing a little higher up here on the neck. This is going to start with this is the it's that cool little part here. So we're going to start here on the 2nd string, way up on the 10th fret. We're going to do some bends here, so you get your first walk down, a couple of bends, and your open chords. That's why I love this song. So we're going to start here on the 10th fret of the 2nd string. We're going to bend up. So I would use your ring finger here. You can use your middle and index finger to kind of give yourself a little strength for the push there. So you strike that second string 10th fret and bend up, back down, and then you're going to go to the 8th fret of the second string with your index finger, and then back to the 10th fret with your ring finger. So you have, then that repeats, except then you're going to go here to the 3rd fret, third string 9th fret. So we have, then repeat the beginning again, and then we're going to go to the 12th fret, 13th fret, and then 12th fret of the first string,
wow,
end on the 10th fret of the first string.
That's high.
It's very high. It actually is harder to explain it. It's more complicated to explain it than it is to play it. So that's a beginner version of an amazing song. You can check out a link in the description below where I go into some more detail with this song, some more enhancements, a little more things you can add to it. But this one will definitely get you started on the right foot. Next up, we've got some Byrds for you and a little Mr. Tambourine Man. I want to say Tambourine Man. What is wrong with my explanations today? Anyway, great cover of a great song. We've got a G chord in this one, which we've covered already, and a D chord. We're going to add one other chord to it with an A. Before we get to the strumming those chords, there's this cool little intro opening riff that kind of goes throughout, and it's also very nice because it's kind of like a finger exercise.
It is
with a melody. Then I think learning songs is a great way to learn how to play the guitar. Same thing with these licks. So this lick takes place on strings 4 and 3. We're going to be starting with an open 4th string. Then we're going to go to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, back to that open 4th string. Then we're going to use our ring finger to play the 4th fret of the 3rd string, down to the 2nd fret, an open 3rd string. Then we kind of repeat that same thing on this 4th string, fret 4, 2, and open. Then we end with a 2, open, open, 2. And playing it all together will make more sense for you. So you have, then we go to the chorus, and if you'll notice, same strum pattern as Wonderful Tonight. We're going to be doing a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All these get, most of these chords get one strum pattern. I'll do the same thing here. I'll play the chords. You can follow along here with the chords and the lyrics. I am going to sing again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, here we go. All right, so we have, hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy, and there is no place I'm going to. Play the A twice. G, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. And the D goes twice. And again, that's a good beginner song level to get you started at. And then if you want to check out a video where I've done a little more work on this one, where we do some enhancements with some suspended chords, you can check that link out in the description. Next up, we've got some Neil Young, one of my all-time favorite artists. This is Heart of Gold. We have covered most of the chords in this song except for one, where you're playing an E minor 7 chord. To play an E minor 7 chord, you've got this E minor shape, but we're going to add our pinky down here onto the 2nd string, 3rd fret. That's an E minor 7. There's also a D in this one, an E minor, that C, and that G. We are going to change up the strum pattern just a little bit, but before you get to that, I want to show you guys this intro. That's just great. Some good, well done, Neil Young. So we got an E minor 7 to start out with, but first we're going to pluck that open 6 string, and then 6 times down strumming on that E minor 7. So we have boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then a D 1 time, and then another D to the E minor. So start with that first. That's the intro. Then I'll show you this cool little... This is one you can just do over and over and annoy all your friends and neighbors. Because it's fun. So he does a little... we're going to do a little hammer-on here. So we have an open 5th string. Hammer-on is when you use your finger to hammer back down onto a string to get the note to ring out. So we have an open 5th string. And then hammer your index finger down onto the 2nd fret of that 5th string. Like that. And then that's followed by an open 4th string, and then 4th string 2nd fret. So you have... Then the lick repeats. Not really lick, the phrase, I guess. Then we're going to get into some a different strum pattern here. It's going to sound like this. The chord progression for most of this song is the same for this like harmonica intro part, and it's E minor to C, D, G. Those 4 chords in that sequence get repeated a lot like that in this song. Let's change the strum pattern a little bit. It's a down, 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 up. Down, 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 up. Counted this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. I'm going to play this one and sing again just because I like that. I like that, and I think it helps kind of helps you learn that way. So follow along with the chords and the lyrics here on the screen. Most of these chords get 1 strum pattern in that same chord progression. So we start here on the E minor. I wanna live, I wanna give. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. It's these expressions I never give. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. So a little bit of a variation there here at the end of the verse. So pretty straightforward with the E minor to C to D to G. But then when we get to the that keeps me searching part, that's an E minor. So the chords are all the same, similar chords you'll be familiar with. We're going to change things up a little bit. We're packing a lot of punch in these beginner songs. Yeah. We're going to palm mute here. We're going to take the fat part of our palm. We're going to rest it directly on our strings back here by our bridge. Kind of play along with the sweet spot on your guitar. You don't want it to be too close to the sound hole because you'll get kind of a janky sound. If you're further back by the bridge, you get this nice kind of warm, muted sound. And I just recommend doing 8th notes here, all down strums. It's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It goes from the E minor, keeps me searching for a G of gold, then C, and I'm getting old. We get another walk down here. We're going to be walking down from the C shape to the G, and to do that, you're going to be doing this 5th string here on the 3rd fret, and then 2nd fret, and then open, and then to the G. And that just repeats again. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old. And again, you can check out the link in the description below where I cover this song in a little more detail if you want to take it a little bit further. And it wouldn't be rock and roll without a little bit of Lynyrd Skynyrd. So next up, we've got a little Sweet Home Alabama by Lynyrd Skynyrd. This one has a chord progression and 3 main chords. We already know the D chord. brand new chord here. It's called C add 9. To play that chord, you're going to use your index finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, your middle finger on the 5th string 3rd fret, and your ring finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret. Play from the 5th string down there. And then we've also got the G chord. We're going to play this one what I call the 4-finger G. So you have that index on the 5th string 2nd fret, that middle on the 6th string 3rd fret. We're going to leave that ring finger down here on the 2nd string 3rd fret and play with our pinky on the 1st string 3rd fret.
It's a tight little squeeze, isn't it?
Yeah, we're utilizing all the fingers for this one. That's what I call the 4-finger G. And the reason this is important is because the chord progression for this song is D to C add 9 to G. And you notice a little trick here. Our ring finger isn't going to move. That's going to anchor here onto the 2nd string 3rd fret, and it's going to stick there for the song. So with this D, we're going to do 2 down strums. C add 9 for 2 down strums. And then a 4-finger G for 4 down strums. And that's kind of the core basis of this song. So we have big wheels keep on turning, carry me home to see my kin, that kind of thing. But this song has a lot of cool kind of bounce. It's very energetic. So that's kind of the level 1 strumming. If you want a much more detailed lesson, I go through 6 levels of strumming for this song. Check that one out in the description if you want much more content there. But the way we're doing it here is going to sound good for beginners. Start with that. And to get a little more bounce, we're going to be doing some bass notes. And that's going to start kind of sounding more like the record. To do these bass notes, they're different for each chord, but easy to remember. This D chord, we're going to play the 4th string open 2 times, and then 1 down strum. Then we're going to move to that C add 9 shape. We're going to play the 5th string twice and 1 down strum. Then we're going to move to that G shape with the 4 fingers, and we're going to play the 6th string twice, 1 down strum, and then again. So we go this. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. So it's starting to sound a little bit like it. Throw in some palm muting, kind of like we practiced there on the last song. And then you really start hearing it. Yeah, and it's that same chord progression over and over. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. We do that all day.
I know.
So that's a little Sweet Home Alabama beginner version wise. Again, you can check out the full lesson in the description. Next, check out this beginner series playlist. It's a great way to get you off on the right foot and play some more guitar this year. Remember that Vicki and Maggie and I appreciate your support and your views and your comments here on YouTube, and we'll see you for the next lesson. Also remember that you're never too old to learn.
Take care.